I want to ask about Alfred Collins. When we saw him for the first time in training camp, he looked, at least to me, flat out awful. Like the worst defensive
Right.
tackle on the team. Now, I mean, he might be the most improved rookie. Uh, should we reassess our expectations for Alfred Collins, or like, what are your expectations for Alfred Collins' ceiling here?
Really high. I mean, really high. First of all, it's like anything else. It's like they're people first before their prospects. And you got to know what kind of person you're dealing with. And he's a guy that, people that watch Texas said, man, he played big in big games. So he has the ability to rise up in the moment, but he's never had he's been a college kid. So I don't think he's had the strategy to hone out, to streamline his body. I don't think his diet's been right. I don't think his form's been right. He's a huge, long-legged guy, so he's always going to have to play with a bended knee and that kind of thing. That's always going to be vitally important. He got into a room with a great coach in Chris, a great mentor in Nick, and he went to Nick and he said, "Hey, man, I want to be like you." And he's like, "Hey, well, you got to eat like me, you got to train like me, you got to work like me." And Alfred's like, "I'll do it." So he's got a great attitude. He's improving by leaps and bounds. He's playing with a lot more leverage. That play that we're talking about that caused the fumble, he's being combo blocked away from the ball. He throws one guy away, splits it, and then dives over and still gets the paw. And with such force, it clubs the guy in the head and pops the ball loose, and he fell on it. I mean, that is just as good a play as you can make at that spot. He's got tons of potential. He's always going to have problems playing with leverage. But if as long as he can keep working at it and work on his diet, I would say 2 years from now, like not next year, but the year after, he could be one of the best defensive tackles in the game.
PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now.
I feel like the Niners have been looking for Chris Jones the entire time that Kyle's been here. I mean, They had to force Buckner, and Buckner wanted like $20 million a year. And I think the Niners' thought process was, who does he think he is, Chris Jones or something? So they let him go. They traded him. And then they lost 2 Super Bowls to Chris Jones. Really, in critical moments, they could not block that man. One of the better players of his generation, had a really bad play last night. But still, I mean, maybe a future Hall of Famer. I think when Collins came out, some people compared him to Chris Jones in terms of his frame and athleticism. The Niners even gave him Chris Jones' number, 95. I don't know that is going to be the highest paid defensive player on the team or in the league, but if you squint really hard, you could kind of see it. He's big.
I mean, Chris Jones has a ferocity and an anger and that's just more. This guy's much friendlier and nicer, more adjusted.
I mean, he punched that guy in the face, Larry.
Yeah,
that was not nice.
It was not nice.
It's quite violent.
He's got a violent side to him, but Chris Jones is an absolute beast. But I will say this. I mean, Chris Jones plays so freaking hard. That's where, they tried for the Chris Jones thought with Hargrave, and they paid him a ton of money. It just didn't get that kind of an impact. I kind of think Simmons is a Chris Jones. I mean, they both played at Mississippi State. They're both super gigantic war daddies who can play defensive end. They can play defensive tackle. They're scheme versatile. They're pass rushers. And they're also just like on fire. Like, a guy like those two guys are just like, they're like the emotional leaders too. So, man, if I could get Simmons out of Tennessee, man, I think I would. That's
the thing with Chris Jones. He was sort of a late bloomer. I mean, he's a first-round pick, hell of an athlete. But as a pass rusher, he never had more than 3 sacks in a season in college. And then with the Chiefs, his first year, he had 2 sacks. Second year, 6.5. Third year, 15.5. So I don't know if Alfred Collins will make it there, but it does seem like of all the rookies, he has improved the quickest, the most.
He looks great. And if you'd said to me in July, Alfred Collins would be the guy between Mikel and CJ and Alfred that would like really rise up in the next 6 weeks or few months or whatever, I would have said no way, because he looked so much like a fish out of water. But yeah, Collins is just he's gigantic. He's tough. He's hard to uproot out of there.